Live from the Jersey Shore to the world. Get up, get out, do something. Wake up with Jeremy Grunin. Take the show wherever you go. Download the free Radio Pup app for your smartphone or tablet. Join the conversation. 732-505-1160. News Talk Radio WOBM AM 1160 and 1310. Listen online at WOBMAM.com.
Hey, welcome back. Wake up with Jeremy Grunin. It is 6:08 Wednesday, June 1st, 66 degrees, getting up to 74 today. WOBM AM 1160 and 1310. News Talk Radio, streaming live on the Radio Pup app and WOBMAM.com. 732-505-1160 to join the conversation. We are now joined in studio by John Grill. He is the High School Band Director.
Hello, how are you?
I am great, John. And so we are going to go through. We're gonna start every answer, please, with "and then one day in band camp."
Oh no!
Can you please just start it one time in band camp? That would be great.
All right, so it's one time at band camp.
Yeah, that'd be great.
All right,
good.
I can do it.
Good. Right. So it's it's like when you're 11 and everything ends with like behind the bush. You know what I mean? Did you remember?
I have not heard that in years.
Yeah, or when you get older, it turns into in bed. Anyway, so let's move right along. So, thank you. Thanks, Zach. Zach, we're slowly integrating sound effects. John, tell us a little bit about what you do day to day as a band director.
So, I mean, what's great about my job is every day is just slightly different. There's no monotony, which is fantastic. But I am the band director, so every day I do have band, and we're playing music and having fun with that. But I also have the opportunity to teach some of the non-musicians at school. I have these awesome classes. One is a history of rock and roll class, which is not really teaching. It's more fun because I get to talk about all the music I like. And then I also have a music and film class, which is great because, I teach kids about the other side of movies. They're always fascinated by like special effects these days. So, music is a special effect. So we get to talk about that too. So, right now we're let's see, what are we watching right now? We're watching Danny Elfman movies, so we're on Beetlejuice right now and analyzing that, which is pretty cool.
Really?
Yeah.
So you analyze the music in the movie Beetlejuice?
Yeah, which is weird. It's a weird movie and weird
really?
music
That's
stuff.
hard to believe. It's a Tim Burton movie, right?
Yeah. He's not weird at all.
No, nothing weird about
normal guy.
Yeah. And while we're at it, that was what's his name? Keaton.
It was Michael Keaton.
Michael Keaton.
1989 Batman.
Yeah. That's when that was really Batman's low point. Let's be fair.
Yeah.
I mean, it's been an arc, in a positive direction since then.
I agree.
So what does it take? So I listen. I know a lot about bands, and I can tell you, I watched Drumline at least 3 times.
I'm so sorry.
So I understand exactly how a band works. Right, because that's how I learn everything through either through video games or through television.
Yep.
So tell me, what is it like? What do you have to do when you're building a band? Like, what does that look like?
Well, first and foremost, you have recruiting. When you get into high school, it's mainly going down to intermediate schools in the district and showing the kids how much fun they could have. Up in the high school band. We start off with all the opportunities they get as far as traveling and being, representative of the band program and the school itself, and of course the district and town. See, it's a lot of pressure.
Right.
At first, you have all these things you become, but after that, it's making sure everyone is learning music. It's if it's marching band season, we're learning drill on a football field, which during the summer months gets a little sweaty. I hate to say it, but it's a lot. But there's so much to it. It's not something that a lot of people understand, even though some of us are experts by watching Drumline.
Right.
There's so many components to it. It's almost like, and I'm gonna make this analogy, and you might get an angry phone call. It's almost like playing a sport.
Yeah.
It is almost like playing a sport. How much goes into being in a band program in high school?
Right, because because you're a team.
Yep.
Right. Everybody's got to support each other. Right. You're only as good as the weakest link.
Yep.
Right, you have to be in formation. You have to, there is a physical rigor to it too, right?
We do go through some physical training, not as much as your typical sports team. We are fall, so it's football, so there's really no comparison to what they're doing with Coach Oz and what we're doing. But we do run about a mile every practice. We are doing stretches. We are we're working out, which a lot of people don't see band kids doing, but we are working out because. Right. There is a lot to it. There's a great video on YouTube. This one college out west had hooked up a whole bunch of heart monitors to a drum corps member, which is kind of like professional marching band, believe it or not. There is such a thing. And in an 11-minute show that they do, and I think the video is called 11 and a half minutes, an average marching band member will exert almost the same amount of energy as a marathon runner does in the middle of a race.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's who knew. Who knew? Let me ask you a question. When you're recruiting, is there a shoe deal or something? I mean, does everybody?
I wish we're not LeBron, so we don't have shoe deals. We do plug that we do eat very well.
Okay.
So that usually gets teenagers going. Food.
Yeah, food's important.
Food is very important to teenagers. I mean, it's important to me too. I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna go eat some more food when I get out of here.
I understand.
Yes.
Well, I could tell you brought your own. You brought your own hydration unit of some kind.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Yes.
So do you work with? And I don't know. Do you work with like the cheerleading squads and everything like that to make sure that everybody's kind of in
we do
in step?
It's a big show. You come to a Friday night football game or sometimes Saturday at High School North or when we're away, and it's a fun show. We are working with the cheerleaders. They are doing their routines to our music. We are feeding off the energy of the crowd, which I'm a little biased, but Toms River North has the best crowds in Toms River.
Yeah.
I'm not going to lie to you.
No.
So we're feeding off the energy. We're feeding off the energy of the football team. The football team at North is great.
Yeah.
And Coach Oz really does a good job of that too. So
you mean it couldn't have anything to do with the fact that North is like twice the size of the other two high schools?
Not
right?
at all.
No.
No.
I mean, because comparing North and South is that's pretty fair.
I think it's fair.
Yeah. No, I understand.
You guys have so much spirit.
Yeah.
Over at South.
Yeah.
That
Yeah, well, as long as you acknowledge that. Okay,
yeah.
And I am East was actually where I went.
Oh, no way.
Yeah,
that's where I started my job.
Yeah.
That's where I started in Toms
So
River.
let's talk about that, John. Thank you. That's a great segue right there. So how did you end up? Because my question is, when you were in school, right? Where did you grow up here in Ocean County?
I'm from Lakewood. Yes.
Okay, so you grew up in Lakewood. So you went to Lakewood High, or so when you went to Lakewood High, were you thinking, "Gosh, I cannot wait to graduate and move along because one day I want to be a band director. I want to teach the history of rock. This is what I want to do." Or how did that happen?
So, in high school, I had a great band director. His name is Mr. Dennis Klein.
His first name's Mr.
Mr.
Yeah.
Yes, it is Mr.
Got it.
So I did want to be a band director first, but then I discovered rock and roll and jazz. So I ended up going to school for jazz at first at Rutgers, and then transferred up to Berklee College of Music in Boston.
Okay.
And music ed and all that kind of went away, and I got into the music business part of it. So I actually started off with a business degree, and I ended up wanting to work for a drum manufacturer. And I did. I worked for Zildjian Cymbals for a little while and Grover Percussion, which are pretty big companies in the drum world. And moved home after that, try to get settled, try to find a job, and possibly move away to an exotic music location, find a job. And I was working part-time at Toms River East, their alma mater, with their marching band. And a job had come up in the district, and everyone said I'd be great for it. And I said, why not? Let's try it. I had a great band director growing up, and I said, I can try to be like him, which I'm not because he was that good.
Right.
But, sorry, I have to be a little humble. But so yeah, that's how I became a band director. I kind of a backwards route,
right?
But I love it. It's so much fun. It's not really a job. I'm around music
Don't listen
all day.
to me, John. Don't say that.
Why?
Because then when they like the whole pay thing, they're like, why do we?
Oh, that is true.
Yeah, you got to say, listen, this is hard work. We'll talk about that in the break. John Grill, High School North band director. When we come back, we're going to talk Teen Arts Festival. We have so many things to talk about, and John's a pretty interesting character. In case you haven't figured that out already, Wake Up with Jeremy Grunin. Back after this.
The Sean Hannity Show, this afternoon at 3. Wake Up with Jeremy Grunin returns next. News Talk Radio, WOBM AM 1160 and 1310. Make a difference at the Jersey Shore. 732-505-1160. Wake Up with Jeremy Grunin. News Talk Radio, WOBM AM 1160, 1310, and WOBMAM.com.
Oh, welcome back, Wake Up with Jeremy Grunin. We are here with John Grill, High School North band director. And so, John, you correct me if I'm wrong, but I don't really get it. Everything is like, it's just all marching band, right? Isn't that it?
No, not at all.
Because I got to be honest with you, in drumline, I think it was mostly marching. That's what they did.
It was.
So there's other stuff?
There is.
All right.
There's tons of other stuff. Right. So marching band for us is really only 3 months out of the year. August, September, October. Most of us, and East goes a little bit into November. At least they have in the past, just because they're in a different circuit. But after that, there's so many other opportunities. We have concert bands and wind ensembles, which are your classical music ensembles. All 3 of the high schools in town have jazz ensembles and jazz bands. Most of us have small ensembles where you take, instruments of the same kind and get them together to play music.
Right.
There's nothing like 12 flutes playing together.
That sounds great.
Oh, it's great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love the flautists.
You say it right, though.
Yeah.
I'll give you credit for that.
Yeah.
So, we have that. We have percussion ensembles. I actually have a rock band at school. It's like school rock.
Yeah.
And that's awesome. These kids pull out the most random rock and roll songs they want to do. It's pretty awesome.
But you are licensed to teach.
I am.
And they're not gonna. And you don't just take the kids.
No.
On random, because I saw Jack Black do that.
I know. That'd be so cool to do.
Yeah.
We talk about playing at the Stone Pony, but I am a licensed professional. Somehow, no,
right.
Just kidding. But I am a licensed professional, and
so you can't just do that.
No, I can't. I have to get permission.
I understand.
Yeah.
All right. So it's not just marching band. And again, you're blowing up everything I've learned, because I thought that everything was like drumline, and now you're telling me it's not. I thought that classes were all like School of Rock with Jack Black.
Almost.
But it's not quite like that, right?
No, but
right.
almost.
Yeah. And you don't take up the whole day. Like, they're not like you haven't. It doesn't cover Common Core.
I don't think the other teachers would like that.
Yeah. Well, let me ask you that. So, have you felt pressure, on a serious note? Have you felt pressure with the advent, with the rise of park testing, with the beauty of Common Core and all the testing and all of the teaching? And do you ever feel like you're getting kind of pushed to the side?
Not pushed to the side, but our kids are pretty dedicated. The problem is with all of this that you just mentioned. I'm not going to go down that list again. It's going to give me agita. Is that the kids are more stressed out.
Right.
They have so much to do, and they want to do all the stuff that they need to do to graduate. School should be fun too, and that's probably as much as I should go into that. I don't know who's listening.
But doesn't that make what you do even more important?
Yes, absolutely.
Because if kids are stressed, if kids are kind of dealing with the grind of the day-to-day of constant testing and constant, learning how to do the same math problem 12 different ways, right? With all that, isn't the beauty of having music and having this an outlet, isn't this healthy
Absolutely.
for them?
It is. It's great in Tom's River is that band is always the last period of the day. So I like to hope that they come into band and it's kind of a release from all they had to do during the day. So I think it's very important. Artistic outlet for some students is very important. Some of them it's the only thing they have in as far as an outlet.
Right.
So it's very important.
And what is it? Is it like if you're a member of if you're in the band, is it expensive? Like, is there additional costs for the kids? Or
so there is the additional costs are just personal belongings, shoes, socks. We believe it or not, we require them to wear a certain type of socks in marching band. Some I know it's weird, but getting off marching band, some of them do have their own personal instruments. We have some great players in school. We have one of the top clarinet players in the state, one of the top flute players in the state, and they cost of instruments. We have instruments for the kids to use, but a lot of them will go out and buy their own personal instruments.
They bring their own.
Yeah, and they're high end professional.
Which they should, because you don't do lessons per se. Right?
We do. We have lessons during the day.
Okay.
So, but they're not private lessons. They're group lessons during the day.
Okay.
But a lot of the students do end up having private teachers.
Right. I would imagine most of the kids, or at least the top kids, they're taking lessons. They're working with someone.
Oh, yeah. I still take lessons.
So what do you play?
I'm a drummer.
Are you?
Drummer, drum set, yeah.
The beard would be a giveaway, by the way. I would have guessed.
You want to go guitar player? I don't have the long hair. I'm bald.
Can I be honest with you? Yeah. You're not particularly tall. I pictured guitarists as like maybe a little taller.
All right.
Yeah. So I'm gonna ask you. So I'll give you the quiz. So I played 2 instruments in school.
You're not gonna make me do this.
Yeah. Which 2 do you think I played?
2.
Yeah, I played 2.
Trumpet.
Okay, that's one guess. It's wrong, but go ahead. I'm going to give you a hint.
Okay.
I didn't blow into the instrument.
Okay.
It is not a wind instrument.
So it's a string instrument. So you played cello?
Got that one. That's good. Yes, I did play the cello. Yeah.
And bass.
No, and piano.
Piano. Oh,
I played piano and cello.
Piano. Nice.
And by the way, chicks dig the cellists.
Oh, they do?
Not at all.
Yeah, that was complete sarcasm on both of our parts.
Yeah, there was nothing. There was no. No, it wasn't a good. They're and I didn't. I played the wrong. They're the guitarists.
Yeah,
that's a good look. The cello, not so much. And by the way, not cool walking home with a cello.
There's this comedian, and he has this YouTube clip, and he's talking about being in band and orchestra, and he talked about being a cello player and how it was like being a hurt animal on the Serengeti. There was a lion. He's like, I don't know what that is, but I know I'm gonna like eating it.
Oh,
talking about
God.
the cello. So I'm so sorry for you.
It's all right.
Listen,
it's not your fault. It's not the bass. It could have been the bass.
Basses are awesome.
But basses are cool, right?
Listen, we have a great string program at Tom's River too. They're amazing, and Sue DeGoey is a great teacher, but
it's different.
But it's a lot of fun.
I will tell you. I feel like the cello was like the violinists were very talented.
Yeah.
The bassists were very cool. That's why I
got to give some credit to the cello and the viola players.
You do, but we'll talk about that offline. Yeah. When we come back, we got to talk Teen Arts Festival. We got to talk about the jazz concert coming back, and most importantly, we're going to hand you the Wake Up with Jeremy Grunin magic baton.
Oh man!
It's usually a magic wand, but since you do like the whole band director thing, we're going to give you a baton, and you make an impact, change something in the world, and it's all you. Okay?
I'm so excited.
John Grill, High School North band director, back after this.
Coming up next, the latest from WOBM News, the Town Square, New Jersey News Network, and Fox News Radio. Wake up with Jeremy Grunin. News Talk Radio, WOBM AM 1160 and 1310. Live from the Bob Levy Broadcast Center, overlooking the Toms River. It's time to get up, get out, do something. Wake up with Jeremy Grunin. Be a part of the show, 732-505-1160. News Talk Radio, WOBM AM 1160 and 1310. Listen online at WOBMAM.com.
Welcome back. Wake Up with Jeremy Grunin. 6:33, Wednesday, June 1st, 66 degrees, getting up to 74 today. WOBM AM 1160 and 1310. News Talk Radio, streaming live on the Radio Pop app and WOBMAM.com. 732-505-1160. Enjoy the conversation. And we are here with John Grill, High School North band director. John, tell me a little bit. I know you're involved with the Teen Arts Festival today. So what's going on over there?
So we had performed back a couple months ago at the Ocean County Festival with my percussion ensemble, which are 6 of my top drummers. And we got picked to do the State Teen Arts Festival.
Sorry.
It's all right.
I'm going to try to stay awake over here.
It's all right.
Oh, sorry. That's interesting. Percussion. Go ahead.
Yeah. They'll wake you up. So, we got invited to play a Teen Arts Festival. We're going to do that today. We're going over with the theater company who has someone that got picked, and who else is going over? A lot of our art students have art that got picked to be in the festival. So we're pretty excited to get over there and see what happens. It hasn't been a State Teen Art Festival in a long time. I know you know a lot about that.
So I've heard.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe you know a little bit about that.
A little bit.
But so we're excited. I remember doing Teen Arts when I was in high school, and it was always a good time. So.
That's awesome. So, Teen Arts Festival over at OCC, 9 a.m. to 2 p.m., Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Really the perfect reason to skip school or have your kids skip school. I mean, we would never endorse skipping school, but if it's in the name of the arts and it's, it's for education, it's educational. And let's be honest, most high school kids at this point, their year's pretty much over. They're like waiting on like quarterlies and then they're done. That's pretty much it. I mean, I wouldn't say that out loud.
I can't comment on that.
No, I know you're not allowed to. All right, so we're gonna give you the Wake Up with Jeremy Grunin magic wand, the pixie dust, the fairy dust, the wiggle your nose and make something happen, and in your case, John Grill, the magic baton.
Ooh,
what is it that you're gonna do with it, John?
What am I gonna do with the magic baton? I am going to hope that more people know about our programs and become involved with it. And we are always looking for people to come out and support our kids and watch them. They're pretty talented. So, and I'm not talking just Toms River North, the whole district. Our theater programs are awesome. Our orchestra program is awesome. Our band program is a little more awesomer. That's not a word.
No, it's good though.
Yeah, I'm not a I'm not an English teacher.
You're not an English teacher. You teach music.
I count to 4 for a living. I'm allowed to say it.
Yeah.
So I just hope more people get involved. And we have a calendar. All the schools have calendars of our events, and also, if you happen to have an instrument sitting around at home that someone is not using anymore, I guarantee one of the high schools will gladly take it.
Right.
We can put it to good use. So if there's a way to maybe put one of our contact infos on a website or something, or get in touch with one of our schools, trust me, collecting dust is not what an instrument is meant to do.
No.
It's meant to be played.
I believe you should use your instrument regularly.
I agree.
Otherwise, give it to someone who will.
That's awesome.
Right.
Yes, I agree.
Okay, good.
Cool.
So moving right along. Give me. This is your opportunity now. You have like 4 minutes of propaganda. So what are you telling us about what's happening? What do you want people to go see? By the way, the good news is you have the magic baton, so you didn't have to hope people would come out and support because they're going to do it now because you just shook your magic baton at them. So go ahead.
Kind of like Darth Vader.
Exactly. It's like that
Except I'm
the
not
thing
choking
with
people.
the fingers. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm not choking people though. So. We have Teen Arts today. Percussion ensemble's on at 9:15 a.m. And I know it's a little early. Theater company, they're on later in the day around 12. And art, art's cool because it's always up. You can go see it when you want. We have a district-wide jazz concert coming up on June 13th. All 3 of the school's jazz bands are going to be playing, along with my percussion ensemble again and my rock band. I have a rock band at school, kind of like Jack Black, like I said.
Yeah.
But so we have that, and all talented kids from all around the district. But we have so many events all year. All 3 of our bands are competitive, so you can see us at football games. You can see us at competitions throughout the state. We all have good bands. Let's see what else we have. Each band has 2 band concerts each year: concert band and wind ensemble. Most of them are in February, March, and then we all have one in late April, May. So I can't give you dates for those because they passed, obviously. And we do not have a flux capacitor, so we cannot go back in time.
It's all right.
And so, all that stuff. So we have a district-wide calendar that's all up for next year, and that will be propagated soon, I'm sure, with all those dates. So, come get involved. If you, come see one of our concerts. There's always something going on as far as the arts go in Toms River, which is great. I'm a little biased. I think Toms River has one of the best, arts programs around. So,
cool.
That going on.
Cool. So, John Grill, let's recap real quick,
all right.
Just for a moment. So we learned some things today. We learned, and by the way, Phil Brilliant, if you're listening, he let me know earlier that he was a tuba player.
Tuba,
and so
yes.
which is how he built all of his strength in his legs, running around with his tuba. So anyway, moving right along. Let's see what we learned. We learned that that band is not just about marching band.
No.
Right. We learned that there are cool classes that you teach also as a band director.
Yes.
Right? History of rock. And then we have, of course, don't tell me, music in film.
That's it.
Right? Where we are currently watching Beetlejuice.
We are.
We learned that Batman kind of jumped the shark with Michael Keaton back there. But kind of has made a resurgence, so we learned that. We learned that if you're not using your instrument at home, give it to someone who will. Right?
Amen.
And most importantly, we learned that that band is kind of like a sport, right? There's it's all about teamwork. It's hard work. Kids need to stay in shape, right? And really, it's kind of its own. It's like its own universe, isn't it? Let's be honest.
It is. It is definitely its own universe. We are pretty unique.
Right.
Yeah.
And the only thing I'm mad at you about, John, is there was not one single answer that you gave today that started with one time.
So
in band camp.
wait. This one time at band camp.
There you go.
All right,
okay. John Grill, High School North band director. Thank you so much for spending some time with us today.
Thanks for having me.
And have a fantastic season and enjoy your summer.
I'm going to try. I can't wait.
Wake up with Jeremy Grunin back after this.